All right, Big Bang. Today is Monday. It's October 2nd. Welcome to the Dog Walk presented by Barstool Sports. Snake Draft Monday. We are joined by two in-studio guests. We are joined by PFT Commenter and Hank of Part of My Take. PFT, October 2. It's fall. Is it soup season now?
It's now soup season.
Okay.
Yeah, it's definitely soup. This is the first week of soup season. It gets earlier and earlier every year. Everyone posts the George Costanza meme. I gotta focus. I'm switching to soup mode. Real ones stay in soup mode all year round. There's a soup for every season, but it's officially soup season. I don't take seasons off though. I appreciate you having me on. I was telling Eddie, there's a lot of pressure on me as a self-proclaimed soup guy. A lot of pressure on me during this draft. I don't know why you invited Hank. That part to me doesn't make a lot of sense. He's enjoying some nice bean soup, which coffee is technically bean soup.
I wasn't sure why I got the invite either, to be honest with you, but I was honored.
Soup. I'm happy that I did, though, because you said that he stole your soup guy.
Yeah, I mean, some say stole. I guess it's just good producing by me. Like, that's kind of like my job, is to kind of give them good ideas that they can take and run with.
What are you talking about?
Back in the day, I used to talk about soup a lot behind the scenes, internally, and
You're
PFT
such a liar.
kind of saw the reaction I was getting. I was like, I'm gonna run with that.
Don't let Hank.
And I gave him my blessing.
We
so
were going. The boys were going nuts for Hank's soup talk behind the scenes, and I was like, I'm going to take this and I'm going to use. If there's one thing that I think people could care less about on the air, it's how much I love soup. But it's just a fact. I do love soup.
Well, here we are.
And here we are. Now you fucked around. Now you got Eric out. I take my soup very seriously. I like to have soup for dessert or after a meal.
Now,
actually?
Microwaved ice cream.
My grandfather taught me that. Yeah, soup will fill in the cracks after you eat a big meal, and it helps you digest. And so,
I've heard the filling in the cracks with ice cream. Never heard it with soup. So
yeah, I mean, ice cream when it melts. I've been on the search for a dessert soup for years. Trying to invent
just
one.
let your ice cream melt a little bit.
That's kind of what I came to. Is like that's as
I like
close
it like
as
that
you're gonna
anyways.
get.
Yeah, microwave it.
soupy ice cream.
I will say on September 1st of 2021, you declared it soup season.
I mean, that's early.
That's
premature.
That's still summer.
We don't know what the weather was like. Look up what the weather was like that week, because if it was unseasonably cold in 2021 in New York,
That's what I
then
mean. You said it's soup season now. It's supposed to be like 85 this weekend.
yeah, but it's also October.
I know.
October, yeah.
Well, so is it the weather or the date?
Well, I'm going to be in soupy weather this weekend.
I feel like you got to see your breath outside once, and then it's soup season.
That might be chili season.
Well, chili's a soup.
Oh, embrace debate.
I don't know. We're gonna get someone's gonna try it. I know.
The high was 84 and the low was 55.
Oh no!
Yeah, that's kind of.
Maybe
You
I
have a
just
gazpacho?
He was just trying to be first.
maybe I just went to the store and got.
Imposter.
I like to shut the fuck up, Hank. I like getting two different varieties of soup for dinner sometimes, and I feel like that might have been one of those nights where I went to the store, got my Italian wedding, got my broccoli cheddar, and you go A B back and forth. That's a good meal.
What do you think about White Sox Dave? It was 1 or 2 weeks into coronavirus, and he went ladle to mouth.
That's not true.
At the local grocery store.
This didn't happen.
They had to shut the place down.
Yeah.
Damn, health code violation.
Yeah. It was. I mean, it was just a troll. I got a picture of Dave just with a ladle like close to
I
his
told him
mouth.
to do it too, and then a week later, the entire
Face
planet
inside of
shut
the-
down,
face
and
inside
I
of-
was
inside
getting
the
a
sneeze guard.
lot of shit for it.
You were like licking ice creams in stores. Remember that trend?
Yeah.
Oh, dude. Yeah, it was great.
Yeah.
Those people went to jail.
They should have gone
Good.
to jail.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Good.
But there was a viral video in Chicago. You guys have been to a Mariano's, right? Yeah, like there was a guy actually doing that. And everyone's like,
Like a
what
week before,
This guy's
yeah.
a barbarian, you know?
Jesus.
So
I'm looking at your guys' hats right now, and it gave me a great idea for hot dog soup. I don't think that there's a hot dog soup.
Oh, that is a pretty good idea. Get a little beef stock, throw all the stuff in there.
Yeah.
Throw all like the Chicago hot dog ingredients in there.
Yeah, celery salt, little mustard swirled in.
that'll be interesting.
That green relish, that mutant color
Yeah.
of green
The
relish that
neon
doesn't
green.
exist in
Nuclear
nature,
green.
but
Yeah.
it's so good on a hot dog. Yeah.
Electric
I'm going to think about hot dog soup. There's also one other thing, and I'm sorry, I'm very passionate about soup, so I'm going to just kind of
Please.
go off here.
By all means.
There's another thing that I've been trying to work through for the last, I'd say, 2.5, 3 years. I want to make an alcoholic soup, like a soup that has booze in it, so you can get drunk while you're eating dinner. What's
Jungle
that
juice?
Yeah, kind of like jungle juice is one way to put it.
I
but
bet
it's-
if you
Just
put like a nice
vodka sauce that you don't cook off.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I bet if you put like a hearty amount of like bourbon in a beef stew, it'd be
You can put
Yeah.
People put Guinness in Irish stew.
Yeah,
Yeah,
see,
or- yeah.
This is all stuff I can work with. I tried to make broccoli cheddar with vodka. It was the first iteration, so it wasn't great. But you had to start somewhere.
So maybe we just dump a Miller Lite into this hot dog soup.
Or a Coors Light, yeah.
Yeah,
Either one.
Either one.
big
They're all part of the same family.
They are.
Yeah.
Same fan. All right, then. We could get to the order here. Hank, Harry has 1 through 5 behind his back. What number do you think it is?
3.
Terrible
No.
guess.
PFT.
Hank's terrible at guessing numbers. 4.
Yes.
That's easy,
Jesus.
Hank. You're an idiot.
1 through 5. What slot do you want?
You know what? I think I have a great deep draft, so I'm gonna take the 3rd spot.
All right, middle of the order. 1 through 4, Chief.
1.
Yes.
I'll go 5th.
Wow. Deep board, huh?
Oh, yeah.
White Sox Dave, 1 through 3.
3.
Yes.
I'll go first.
All right. 1 or 2 to me. 2.
No.
Hank.
Oh no.
1.
Yeah. Dude, it happens all the time.
Yeah.
I'll go second.
All right. So the order is White Sox Dave, Hank, PFT, Eddie, Chief. Before we get underway, I want to talk about the GameTime app. Listen, you guys should all know about this app by now because it is the exclusive ticketing partner of Barstool Sports. And you shouldn't have to worry when you're buying tickets to your next big event. GameTime is a fast and easy way to buy tickets for all sports, music, comedy, and theater events near you. We've all taken advantage of this, right? PMT, you guys are big GameTime guys.
Huge, yeah.
John Mayer coming in October, Dave.
I saw that. I got the push notification from Game Time yesterday that he's coming to town, and I will be in attendance at one of those shows thanks to Game Time.
Yeah, we went to the Colorado-Nebraska game a couple weeks ago with Game
Yep.
Time. We bought our tickets the day of, and we would just get close to the stadium. We just pulled the trigger. It was so easy. They got the last-minute tickets on the Flash Zone, on the Flash deals, their zone deal, so it kind of knows like where to, as the event gets closer, it gets cheaper. So take the guesswork out of buying tickets with Game Time. Download the Game Time app, create an account. Use code DOGWALK for $20 off your first purchase. Terms do apply. Again, create an account and redeem code DOGWALK for $20 off. Download the Game Time app today. And last-minute tickets, lowest price, guaranteed. All right, here we go.
When are the Caps coming here? Do you know yet?
They are coming on a day that I think they're coming on a Sunday actually.
Boys Day up.
I think it's in December. My buddy hit me up. He's like, we should go, but I don't think I can make it because of football. Unfortunately, yeah, kind of a bummer.
Something to look out for, though, on Game Time.
Yep.
White Sox Dave, lead us off. The soup draft is underway.
I'm sorry, I'm a complete and total basic betch when it comes to soup. I know it's an easy pick. I got to do it because I love it. It's the only soup I make on a consistent basis on my own. I'm going broccoli cheddar.
Oh, wow.
That's not what I would have guessed.
That's
based
not
on
what
how
That's
I
it's
not
would-
basic. I
described.
don't
Yeah.
think that's a basic batch soup.
I think that's a good pick.
I would
a good
say
pick.
that it's like the go-to for most people.
Definitely not.
I would say it's the most widely consumed.
No.
Not even close.
One of two.
I think that it's
No.
a lot of people get it at like
Panera. Yes.
Panera bread.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Well,
Anywhere else? No.
But where else are you getting soup from? Like that Panera, you're going to Panera for soup for the most part.
So this is Dave's Panera bread soup draft, is what he's
No,
saying.
that's not what I'm saying.
There's a lot of other places that have soup.
Yeah.
Yeah, but when you go to Panera, typically you're getting soup. I wouldn't say I don't personally don't go out and get soup often.
This is Panera's fastball, though.
Yeah, it's Panera's fastball, and that's
Yeah,
the
I didn't
biggest,
realize this
like,
was
soup
this was a
chain
draft just pigeonholed into Panera.
It's
But
not.
it's
it's
also
not.
my
It's
favorite.
not.
No, it's
Okay.
not.
No,
It's
not
my
at
favorite
all.
soup. It's my favorite soup.
the way you described it, there was only one soup you could have taken.
No,
and then you
one of
pivoted.
two. I would say one of two. This is Panera's fastball.
Yeah, but it's
and-
like you
what was
forgot about
two?
the second soup.
No, I didn't. I said one of two.
We all know what the second one
Yeah,
is.
we all know what the second one is.
We're not going to say it.
Yeah.
Yeah, you usually get broccoli cheddar at Panera, or if there's like a buffet line that you're going through and it's served out of that like
Yeah.
black cauldron, and it's like the very end of it, so you get all the good cheesy
Yep.
broccoli bits out. Yeah, I think it's a good pick.
Any cons on broccoli cheddar, though?
I mean, it makes
If
you
it
fat as
sits.
fuck.
Yeah, it's just nothing but fat.
If it sits for more than 10 minutes, it gets kind of that crust going, and you have to like dig
Yeah,
into it.
yeah,
Like, it's
film
got to be
Congeals
hot. Yeah.
a little bit.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's gross.
It's that creme brulee film.
If you
Yeah.
get that,
You got to mix the ladle. You got to churn
Yeah.
it almost.
Yeah.
If it gets watery, it's bad.
That
I
too.
hate watery broccoli cheddar soup.
Yeah.
If you get bad broccoli.
Kind of a bad first overall pick is what it sounds
Yeah,
like.
like limp, dark green broccoli.
You're an idiot if you think
Gross.
otherwise.
Well,
I think it's a good pick. I'll be honest. I want to jump on Dave, but
It's a good pick.
Respect.
1-1, I don't know, but
yeah. It's
yeah,
good soup.
First round grade.
Yeah.
First round grade, and it's my favorite. I had to take it.
Hank, you're up.
I will go with my favorite. I think it's the most diverse. It's got, so many different parts to it. It's complex, complicated, unique, foreign, French onion soup.
Foreign. Yeah.
Tough, man.
How many
That's-
different parts does it have to it, Hank?
It's got the cheese part, so it's like a little physical layer. It's got the water layer underneath with the actual soup broth, and then you got the bread, the like kind of land piece. So you got three different geologies going on.
Yeah, that's what they say about it.
Topography.
Three different
biomes.
geologies. Yeah. The
Biologically
igneous-
diverse.
Yeah.
See, you think it's like got all these moving parts. It's the easiest soup to cook. You just saute down a bunch of mushrooms, beef broth, cheese, and like the bread.
You say that like that's a bad thing.
No, I'm not. It's not a bad
That's
thing.
a good thing for
Yeah.
French onion soup.
Yeah.
It's easy to make. It looks good.
I love it.
I mean,
This is my 1-1. These guys know that. I
Yeah.
wrote a 2,000-word blog on it one time 5 years ago, ranking the top 5 in the Chicagoland area, ranking top 5 chain-wise. It's great. If you knock it out of the park, it's awesome.
What's your 1-1? What's your favorite Chicagoland
Around
French
here?
onion soup? Yeah.
Gale Street or Elwoods are like a cage match for the first spot.
I like it.
When it comes out with that cheese is like perfectly crusted over too.
Yeah.
It's like there's
It's definitely
not,
the sexiest soup that's going to be on
And
this board.
it has its own like dish.
yeah,
too.
it does. Why does French onion soup get its own little bowl?
It's a very
Deserves it.
flashy soup. It's
Deserves
it's
it.
a look at me soup. If I were to make one knock against it, I would say it's more flash than substance. It's still very good. But if it was served to you in a normal dish, like any of these other soups can exist outside of a specific custom-made dish that they serve it to you in, and you'd be very happy. French onion soup, if it came out in a bowl, you would send it back.
Well, I mean, it comes.
No,
in-
but if you were eating the ingredients, like once it looks sexy at first, but once you break the crust, like it all just blends together.
It's a good soup. Don't get me wrong. And when they bring it out, and the server's like, "Be careful, it's really hot. Don't touch this." Immediately, you have to touch it.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
It's not
See,
that
you
hot.
got to test
Yeah.
it. You have
Breaking
to.
that layer.
Just the soggy bread.
Now, there are a lot of bad ones. A lot of imposters out there who just try to like, oh, yeah, you could throw it on the menu. People pay $8 for it, and they will get you.
Does Panera do a French onion?
It's terrible, yeah.
Okay.
Respectfully. PFT, you're up.
Okay. I'm going to take, much like Hank's, it's got a lot of different elements. It's foreign. It serves a purpose medically. I'm going to go with pho. Vietnamese soup.
Yep.
Is
It's
it
awesome.
pronounced pho?
Pho or
Pho.
pho. I kind of split the difference there. Pho.
It's pho. We're in America.
Pho, whatever it is, it's phenomenal, is what it is.
Yeah.
And it's got the cilantro, you got your bean sprouts, your delicious noodles, the spicy broth when you put some sriracha in it, some hoisin in it, and
Hoisin sauce is a very underrated sauce.
It's
It's
so
a
good.
fucking awesome sauce.
it's so good. And
Yeah.
what I like to do is I get the steak, but I get it rare. So you put it in, then it
And it
cooks,
cooks in the soup.
cooks
Yeah.
in the soup, and you can also add all sorts of stuff into it. You can do meatballs, you can do brisket, you can do tripe if you're into that sort of thing.
I'm not into tripe.
I'm not into
That's
tripe
fish,
too.
yeah,
correct?
tripe. Nope. It's a cow stomach.
Yeah.
Oh, I actually knew that.
Yeah.
I like
There's
going.
a Mexican version of it.
Oh, menudo.
Tripe.
Menudo, yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
I like going with the rare steak, and then I do the meatball. That's my go-to. And if you're hungover, it is the perfect meal for a hangover.
You found a good one in Chicago yet?
All of them.
Okay.
Every
All
single
right.
one that I've had is good.
Okay.
I haven't had too many bad phos in my life, and I've had some really outstanding ones. And it's to me, it's my go-to perfect meal. Hydrates you.
Now, you
Really?
said on a hangover, there's a good chance I'll be hungover tomorrow since we have our watch party at the Barstool River North Bar tonight. It's Thursday when we're recording this, but
Thanks, Dave.
how does it deliver?
It
Because
delivers wonderfully.
wonderfully, that's
Yeah. So when
I
they
need
ship
to know
it to
that.
you, when you order it online, they send you the broth in one container, then they give you a bowl that's got the noodles.
oh, so they
and
sever it so it doesn't get all soggy
It doesn't
and
get
gross.
soggy. So
oh man,
you mix
this
it
is
yourself. Yeah.
I'm gonna have to try this tonight, maybe.
I've only
so
had it
good.
once with RA in New York.
You've only had pho once?
Yeah.
Oh, it's awesome. You've never been to Penny's?
I've heard of it.
I had a big
I
pho phase during COVID. I was
Yeah.
getting
Oh, it's awesome.
four
I've
or
just
five times
never
a week.
tried it. for no reason other than I just never have.
No, is it too fancy boy for the soup guy?
I don't think it's fancy at all. It's cheap as hell.
Poor people food.
Okay,
Yeah.
all right, I was just wondering.
No,
Yeah, it's just street food.
It's probably fair to ask, like, is that worthy of a first-round pick, considering it might be looked at as being more of a niche soup? But I feel that strongly about pho, and real broth heads out there will know that it is the goat soup.
Is that
yeah.
what-
So I'm gonna get recognition from the people who I want the recognition. I don't need somebody off the street being like, oh,
But what are the
my
cream?
mom makes
What are the
chicken
cream
noodle-"
heads gonna say?
The cream heads? I've got some for the cream heads later. I'm gonna cream you good.
Okay.
Yeah,
We'll see.
I'm loaded with cream right now, Dave.
I will say, you said how does it deliver? I feel like the mark of a good pho place is when they ship you the ingredients separate from the
That's what he
broth.
said.
Yep.
Yeah.
Did you say that?
Yeah.
I was
Yeah.
spacing out on
No.
something. My apologies.
Clean the potatoes out of your ears, Eddie.
That was me. I was looking up the spelling on something and
That's
I
a
fucked
tracker.
up.
For,
Yeah.
that's a point.
That's
That's,
one.
a tally.
That's
Danny's
one.
got one. Chief's got one.
Yep.
You know what I really love is when they ship you the pho and the noodles and the basil and the cilantro and all that stuff is in the bowl, and the bowl is way too big, so you can just dump all the broth in there, and you've got a big cauldron in front of you that you stir up. God damn!
Do you make your own soup?
I do sometimes.
Okay.
But I don't make. I've never made pho.
Yeah.
I don't trust myself to
I
get the
don't
broth
either.
right.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, it's to me.
So it is more water than broth, I feel like.
It's broth.
It is,
It's like
but
beef
like,
broth.
but I feel like it's a little different consistency, like maybe a higher water consistency than like a pure broth if you poured it out of a container.
It's more. It's a thinner soup,
Yes.
but then it more than makes up for that with the noodles and the beef.
I agree.
And all
It's
that other
awesome.
stuff. Yeah.
I feel like broth head.
My-
You need like some type of cheese hat now for like a cream head. You know,
For real cream
like
head.
for you, like you since you're the soup guy,
Like
You
the
need one of those.
sombrero, but it's just a big bowl.
Yeah, exactly.
I would rock one of
That'd
those.
be sick. All right, it's to me. I'm like kind of playing defense against you because I'm trying to figure out which you won't take. Because I know what I want here, but I don't know if
first-round
you're going to
pick.
take it. I know.
Just go for it.
But I think I could get it wrapped around. I don't think you're going to take this one. So with that in mind, playing strategy here, I'm going to go lobster bisque.
Okay, probably would have taken
It's
it.
a good pick.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
So that's why I don't think you're going to take the other one. So I went lobster bisque one. Lobster bisque is great. Obviously, when the lobster's better in it, it tastes better. You know, if you go to a place that's known for their lobster.
It's a great steakhouse appetizer too.
Yes.
Just a
Oh,
little
yeah.
cup. Yeah.
Oh yeah, I think French onion is still my number one when it comes to like steakhouse appetizer, obviously. But lobster bisque is not a slouch. Is the number two. in
Yeah,
my
and
eyes.
even if the lobster's not good, it's in a soup. So
Yeah.
Yeah.
It
put some
masks
cream
it a
in
little
there,
bit.
put some flavor, you're good.
Yeah, I agree. You look like you don't like it.
I got a weird thing about mixing shellfish and cheese, or dairy.
Are you Jewish?
No, I'm not. Not at all. I never met a Jewish person until college.
Really?
Yeah. Look up
Jesus.
Wheaton,
Same-
Illinois.
same.
It's
What
got the
about
most
Christ?
churches per capita in the entire world.
You never met a single Jewish person until you went
Same.
to college.
No, I didn't.
Really?
Yeah.
You didn't either?
I didn't. I knew there was
Like,
two,
like
from what I can
befriended.
remember. Yeah,
Like my doctor was
yes.
Jewish, but
Okay.
like I don't know.
Same with me.
I don't really know what was going on.
Weird.
Yeah,
That
never.
is weird.
Thank you for having my back there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh,
Dave
it's
was
on.
about to be out on the
Yeah.
little island there. That was
Yeah.
huge. Eddie, you didn't have to say that. You're a good friend.
I should see. Remember that.
I don't know.
Remember that.
Just cheese and even fish is like not just shellfish.
But like
fish
you
is-
like the lobster cargo. That's lobster and cheese.
I guess that's just it tastes so good. I don't know. it icks me out in my head.
Got him
Okay.
in a pickle.
Yeah.
I don't know if I've ever tried lobster bisque. I know it's the thing in Seinfeld too, like lobster bisque.
It's great.
It is very good. You could also eat like 3 bowls of it.
Yeah, it's pretty. It's pretty.
It's light for a cream soup.
And surprisingly light.
Yes.
Yes. And like they don't put a ton of lobster in there, to be honest.
They don't.
Like
Just little chunks.
they cheap you out on that a little bit. Chief, you're up.
I mean, this is the most basic one, and I feel like it just has to be drafted
it
out of
does.
respect. It's chicken noodle.
It
Like
has to.
chicken
Yep.
noodle is fucking awesome.
It is awesome.
It is.
Overrated soup.
It's a first round soup.
It's got like
a first-
100 books named after it.
Yeah, I know. It's overrated.
Chicken
You
noodle
hate
soup for
books,
the
Hank.
soul.
Yeah, but like you,
Yeah, but you can't knock
act
its
like
popularity.
Oh no, I'm not knocking its popularity. I'm just saying that's a bit of a pander pick because I don't think that you truly believe that chicken noodle soup is one of the best soups.
I do, actually.
I think you're boxed into taking.
No, I'll dress it up myself though.
Okay.
I'll put a little lemon zest in there. That
Lemon
brightens it up.
zest and then a quarter teaspoon of nutmeg. I swear to God, I got one random.
I wonder if I'll be able to get a sentence out one time.
500 million copies.
You don't know about the nutmeg. Shut up, Hank. You hate books. If anything, this is a great reason for why you should hate chicken noodle soup.
No, I respect
soup
it.
for the soul.
I'm waiting. I'm excited for the movie adaptation.
Of which one?
I don't know. You gotta pick.
Well, it's going to be a series.
Probably start at the first one.
Yeah.
Let's talk about it.
Yeah. Some crushed red chili pepper flakes in there too. Those will get a little heat going. Chicken noodle soup is like an icon. It's a staple. That's why it's sold 500 million. 500 million copies. Everybody knows it tastes like home. Reminds you of when you're a kid. It's easy to make.
It's Jerry West. It's on the logo.
Yeah.
Of soup.
Yeah.
For
It had
sure.
to be.
And it's also the soup that's on the logo that Dave forgot about. So when he
Panera.
Yeah, basic bitch. We all thought you were going chicken noodle.
Yeah.
Exactly.
I really like it. I make it often because it's so easy. I make it a lot in the winter. So I'm happy to have it. I would, if I was picking third, I didn't think it would be here, but I don't think I would have picked it in my top 4 either. But I feel like it had to be picked here.
I agree. I agree. You're up again.
Yeah. Now it's like, do I want to go back to back basics?
What about the nutmeg thing that Dave brought up? You ever put nutmeg in it?
You wouldn't think to do that, and nutmeg and cheese and lemon, it wouldn't work, but it was lemon zest and a quarter.
cheese?
You put cheese in your chicken noodle soup?
Or cheese.
Nutmeg?
I don't know why I said cheese. Parmesan cheese, I do, yeah.
Okay.
I might.
Just the sawdust, garbage ass green shaker Parmesan cheese.
Yeah.
Fuck yeah, I'll put that in there. You wouldn't think it would work, but I swear to God, it does.
You know you can get high on nutmeg?
Can you?
Yeah, it's apparently very dangerous. So if you're listening to me,
No,
don't
don't
do
do
it. Don't do it. But it's like a trip. It's like DMT. You can smoke nutmeg. Yeah,
Oh, you can smoke it?
yeah. It's like very psychoactive.
You would think that people would know that.
Yeah.
How much you have to smoke?
Actually, the more I talk, I don't think you have to smoke very much of it, but it's like a very well kept secret. So the fact that I'm saying it out loud, I kind of feel bad about.
You're correct.
Like, don't try it. Really, don't try it. It's very dangerous.
What is tachycardia?
That's your heart fucked up.
Okay. That's what it can cause. Hypertension, dry mouth feelings,
I'm out.
euphoria, delirium,
maybe I'm back
and
in.
hallucinogenic effects.
Yeah.
I'm going to leave my soup ingredients with soup and drugs with drugs. I think that's what I'll do.
You're up again.
Yeah, I know. All right, I'm just going to go with what my favorite is as opposed to the basic one. I love butternut squash soup in the winter. I make that from scratch. I might be the biggest soup guy here because I make it myself.
You make a lot. Yeah.
I make a lot of soups myself. But butternut squash, that fucking hits. A little croutons in there, maybe a little bacon in there. Butternut squash soup to me is like the ultimate fall.
Yep.
Ultimate fall soup. So butternut squash.
It's a good pick.
Not familiar with their game.
I'll fix that for
tasty.
you. I'll bring some in. Yeah.
You've had it?
Great flavor. Yeah.
Yeah. You've never had butternut
You really
squash
like it,
soup?
Hank?
No.
You never
Yeah, I'm trying to describe, like, it's not, it doesn't have the thickness of
No.
of a chowder or like a
It's like less thick
broccoli
than a potato.
cheddar.
Yeah.
I think it's just kind of
but
bland.
it's kind of like
no,
deep dish versus the thin crust. Like, it's not the flat top. It's like a Detroit style soup.
Yeah. So right in the middle.
Yeah.
Yeah, right in the middle. And it's fucking great. It's basically just carrots, onions, and butternut squash with butter, and then you spice it up however you want.
Kind of looks like egg yolk. Or
No. It's more orange than that.
Is it?
Yeah.
Oh, well, Google Images is
Good egg
misleading
yolk.
me then.
I guess you could.
I would think
Depends
it's
on
yellow.
It's a good
It's more
farm
of
fresh
orange.
egg yolk.
Yeah. But yeah, maybe a little bit.
It's
But
also fun to puree stuff.
Yeah, get that immersion blender
the
going. It's
condensing,
fucking
yeah.
great. Yeah.
Looks
So,
good, though.
Yeah, it's very good. Hey, Ed, when it's fall and it's soup season, I'll bring you some. How about that?
That'd be great.
Yeah.
Dave, you been working out?
Probably won't, though.
Why?
You look strong.
I am strong.
You look like a strong young man.
Do you want to come feel my pipes?
I do. Yeah. Can I feel?
Yeah.
Can I feel your pipe?
He's so strong, he worked himself to exhaustion today, and he puked.
I puked on the Peloton today.
Damn.
You can tell him about the bricks in there.
Yeah. Feels like a sock filled with marbles.
That's a good description.
Back to me. Before I make my pick, I want to talk about MUGSY jeans. MUGSY makes the most comfortable jeans, chinos, shorts, and joggers ever. Made from buttery, soft, patented stretch materials that look stylish but are insanely comfortable. Never too baggy, never too tight. They're frankly the best thing to happen to legs since chairs. Never in human history have legs been so spoiled by pure softness and comfort while looking so damn good. Great collaboration on ads today. I know PMT, you guys are big MUGSY guys.
Yeah, I
as
noticed
well.
your ass was looking great when you walked in the door today.
You want to come feel my ass?
I'll come feel your
Come
ass.
feel my ass, yeah. It's because of the MUGSY.
Yep.
Check it out.
Are we talking like a cupping or just like a pat?
Pinch.
First ever MUGSY butt grab. Dave to PFT, thank you. They're the best.
We don't know that.
How was it, Dave?
We don't know if it's the
I
first
feel
one.
like Muggsy invites some of that.
It was like
Butt's
I
always
was
looking
pinching a
good.
cloud.
Yeah.
Is that an insult?
I think so, but I know
I
that
mean,
Dave,
your ass was rock hard, but I mean the material on top
Yeah.
I
of
know
it
Dave
was
meant it
great.
as a compliment, so I'm taking it as
Yeah.
a compliment.
Yeah.
But no, definitely an insult.
PFT said it best at the Chicago Upfront last year. It's like if you're like with us, we'll wear your stuff all the time. And I think 5 of us were on the stage and 4 of us were wearing MUGSY. So,
Yep.
Yep.
Those are the
best.
only jeans and shorts I wear.
Yeah.
Like 99% of the time.
They're great. Head to Mugsy.com. Get 10% off now using code Chicago. That's 10% off some of those premium jeans, chinos, swimwear, and shorts on the internet. MUGSY also offers free shipping and returns, so there's absolutely no risk giving them a try. If you're in Chicago, Boston, D.C., or Austin, Texas, make sure to head downtown and check out their storefront as well. Easy vibes every time. Enjoy a beer while you shop. Go check out MUGSY. All right, to me, so I'm happy that gamble paid off because the soup that I really wanted is still there. This is Sunday. Maybe after Mass, maybe just classic diner. It doesn't matter. You always got cream of chicken rice. And there's something about it that just makes the whole diner experience just a cut above. It's a
I don't know
great.
if I've ever had it.
It's a great pre.
Are we talking wild rice?
Yeah.
Yeah, like yeah.
It's
Essentially,
typically-
yes.
Yeah, it's good.
Yeah. It's not always wild rice, but sometimes it's just what.
You nailed it. Breakfast diners have the best chicken wild rice soup.
And it's usually always on Sundays. They always.
I don't
have
know
it on
why. Like
Sundays.
the one by us. You too now. Hollywood Grill or whatever.
Hollywood Grill had one?
It's awesome. Awesome. I've only had it once there. It is awesome.
Is that back to being 24 hours?
I don't believe so.
That's a shame.
It is a shame.
It's great. It's also a good bread dipping soup. We haven't really got into that at all.
That is true. That's like a
the bread
prereq for
factor?
all my
Yeah.
soups.
Yeah, it's a great bread dipping soup. The chicken is usually pretty. It's just right, just a good amount, and the rice is good. It's unique.
Good texture on the rice.
Yeah.
Yes.
I love the pick, Ed.
You look
It's a
surprised by it.
fantastic soup.
Yeah, I'm a little surprised. I've never had it at a diner.
Oh,
I've never
dude.
done that.
Almost every place around here on a Sunday will have cream of chicken rice.
So that's one of those things where it's like, I love a diner, but I don't like the idea of them just they cook it in the morning and they just scoop it out all day. I feel like that might get a little gross.
I'm okay with that.
Yeah?
I feel like the flavor starts to really they get to
Melt
marinate for a
together.
while.
Yeah, they like marry each other a little bit.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Give it a shot.
Yeah. So I'm happy with 1-2 what I got there. PFT, you're up.
All right, I got a lot still on the board here. I'm gonna go with it's a staple. It's especially from certain parts of the country. I would say New England. I would say the Pacific Northwest. You're a massive fan of this soup. A little something different. New England clam chowder. Love a good chowder, and if you get the good, nice, meaty pieces of clam in there, like real good clam.
Yep.
Oh my God, it's so good.
What's-
And it warms you up from the inside. That's what I like about it. You eat it in like some rainy ass
Potato
weather.
in there,
You got the
yeah.
potato in there. It's an entire meal inside. It's more of a filling soup than I think a lot of the other ones. But you can eat a giant bowl of clam chowder and feel like you had a good meal.
What's the true color?
Like cream, like white.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah,
white.
but
but
off-white.
isn't like don't people swear by the red one too?
I think that's the Manhattan clam chowder.
Oh,
Nobody,
okay.
nobody gets
Yeah,
the
it's
Manhattan.
awful.
I don't even think it exists.
I've
It's
never
so
even
white.
seen one.
Yeah, I've never seen anybody order.
Manhattan? I've never even heard of it.
It's tomato based.
That's the red one.
You've
If you
heard
s-
a red one though, right?
I always just thought like pinkish. Yeah.
I'm almost positive that's what it is, right?
Yeah, it's a trap. I think if you order the Manhattan clam chowder,
Send it back,
They
yeah.
they kick you out of the restaurant.
Yep.
Best
Although
clam
these pictures do look pretty good.
Yeah, you're right. That is the Manhattan version.
Yeah.
Best clam chowder in America, Ivers in Seattle, Washington. right on the ocean,
As far as ways you can get from New England.
right on the Sound.
True.
They've got great clam there. It's about the quality and the freshness of the clam.
Is
really.
no, I
clam
agree.
like oyster where it's East Coast versus West Coast, like Biggie versus Tupac?
I'm not sure. I don't know if there's beef between the different
clam
clameries.
societies.
Yeah, there probably is,
There might be.
but I'm telling you, it's some great clam chowder.
I think the coasts get a little, stiffy about their.
Who has
Dante's a
seafood?
big time.
Yeah, like I think they argue over their seafood a little bit.
Yeah,
Right.
I actually like the West Coast oysters better than their
I do
East
too.
Coast. Yeah, bigger,
Yeah, they're bigger.
tastier.
This is expected. I think.
Well, that from Dave made me think like he doesn't love the pick.
I mean,
say it
same
to my
exact
face,
thing
Dave.
for me from lobster bisque. Like, I don't know.
Oh, because
Shellfish freaks me out,
okay.
and I say that as someone who has an
You're-
oyster brand.
Yeah, you're an
Yes.
oyster enthusiast, but you
Yes.
don't like lobster
It creeps me out when you cook
or clams.
when you eat a steak. It doesn't look like a cow. When you eat a lobster tail, it looks like a fucking lobster, and it weirds me out. I'm a weirdo.
But if you eat like a chicken wing,
Yeah.
that's very obviously a chicken's wing,
There's no feathers and shit.
right? When you eat clam chowder, it
I
doesn't look like clam.
understand it's
It's
fucking
the part that's
weird.
inside of the clam, though. You understand that? You're
Yeah,
not
clams
eating-
don't like look like animals though.
because I don't
does
even think
clam
that they're
have a
shellfish. I
brain?
think that a clam is what are they, mollusks?
They
Like
are
a-
a mollusk.
Yeah,
Yeah, I mean,
you just don't like the
Is a
ocean.
mollusk also a
I don't.
shellfish though?
It might be. I might be in over my head. on
is
this
it?
one.
Wait, isn't mollusk? That's like
Lobsters.
octopus shit, right?
No, I don't know. I don't know the ocean.
Mollusk is a scallop. I know that.
Yeah.
I think that's a mollusk.
Well, scallop is a mollusk.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
I thought you said mollusk is a scallop. All right, Hank.
Clam chowder off the board. Hank, you're up.
Yep, clam chowder off the board. That was going to be my next pick. It's a good
Oh,
pick. Classic.
Oh damn.
Probably looked at my sheet. I will go with the classic, maybe unpopular, but basic. Probably the soup I've had the most in my life. Maybe not, but tomato soup.
That
Okay.
was my next pick.
Now, can you eat tomato soup without having something on the side, like
If it's
that
made,
grilled
if it's,
cheese
if
to
it's,
dip
if
into?
it's
right.
made well, if it's like a really good tasting tomato soup, like you have some, I don't know, make them like your mom makes it. It's in the fridge. You can just eat it for days and days and days. And if you have a good grilled cheese, it makes it that much better.
That's there's that's an elite combo.
Yeah.
It is. Tom Brady would be disgusted with that pick, though.
Yeah.
Why is that?
He hates tomatoes. He won't eat tomatoes.
I think there is a thing that if you cook down the
Yeah,
tomatoes,
there's a difference between tomato and tomato soup.
That's
Yeah.
a nightshade. What do you think tomato soup's made out
yeah,
of?
but all the
Yeah, but it's-
lectins are in the
yep,
skin.
the
If you
lectins.
cook-
What is it, man?
Yeah,
The
The
leptins.
leptins? What
Lec-
the fuck is
Lec-
that?
It's a lectin. It's the thing that causes inflammation. That's why Tom Brady won't eat them.
Oh.
So if you cook it down and to get the skin off, then you're good.
So he eats pizza?
I don't know if he eats pizza or not, but I think you can do the sauce.
Okay. All right. Decent pick, Hank.
Thank you.
I mean, but like everybody said, the only thing almost has to have grilled cheese with it.
I don't
No,
agree with that at
a
all.
good tomato soup is actually it's great.
But are you like even with the best tomato soup on earth? I think you'd be like, I wish I had some grilled cheese with this.
Or some kind of dunking bread, like
Yeah.
like a crusty
Yeah.
bread of some kind. Oh,
that's
but
any
you could
soup.
say that.
No,
about
no, it's
most
not.
soup.
It's not
Yeah,
any
that's-
soup.
that's true.
I think that
You don't do that with pho.
Clam chowder, you
Yeah.
want crackers?
you don't need
Any
them.
cream soup, I would want something to dip in.
The knock against tomato soup is it's all the same consistency all the way through, right? So
Yeah,
there's no
yeah.
variation in it. You don't get any different textures. One bite tastes like the next bite.
It's like red slop.
Yep. Red slop.
Bloody Mary in a bowl.
Yep.
No,
Actually,
come on.
a tomato
You ever
soup.
put a dollop of like ricotta cheese in there though too?
That's good.
That makes it fucking
Tomato
awesome.
soup could be the first alcoholic soup. That's what you were thinking.
isn't
of.
it?
That, yeah,
You
when you
would-
said Bloody Mary, put a little bit of vodka in there.
That
That's disgusting.
honestly, there's your
Cut up
there's your
some
alcohol.
celery.
You're just obsessed with. I'm not gonna get. PFT's obsessed with taking normal things and adding alcohol to them.
Because alcohol
like
makes
what?
everything better.
Protein.
Oh yeah, protein. I want to
You're
make.
like, I don't want-
I want to take a workout drink that you drink after. It's essentially if you're in college and you
Yep.
go to the gym and work out on like a Thursday or Friday, and then you want to drink your protein, but you also want to pregame at the same time. You save valuable minutes by putting. A little
Who
bit of
wants to have
alcohol in
two
there.
different drinks? At
That's
that time?
You're like you save valuable minutes by not having an alcoholic drink next to your meal.
Right.
You just put it in.
Right.
Yeah, you're right. Okay, maybe I'm a little bit obsessed with it, but whatever. It's like
Genius.
the old school infomercials. It's like a guy in black and white with a muscle milk in one hand and then like a beer in the other. He's like, "There's got to be a better way." I'm wasting so much time here.
I like it.
White Sox, Dave, you're up.
I'm gonna go with now. I say I'm gonna draft gumbo right now, and I'm not positive I've
not.
ever had what.
It's not a soup.
How's that not a soup?
Gumbo's not a soup. It's a stew.
What's the difference?
It's way thicker. Get Megan in here. Ask Megan right now if
She's
she
I
thinks,
was about to bring her up.
if she thinks gumbo is a soup.
Yeah, I think there's some. I agree.
Because I wrote it down and then I was like, I'm not going to try to get away with this.
And there's other stews that you could get away with. But
Chili,
it's like,
I would say get the fuck out. That's
I
not a
don't know
soup.
what the
chili is also a stew.
Gumbo.
Gumbo and chili are brothers.
I'm drafting a stew
They're
later,
cousins of soup.
and I feel like it's what's the difference between a stew, and a soup?
Well, we can ask the real question that she's an expert on. Would you consider is gumbo a soup?
I would consider it more of a stew.
Thank you.
I don't know. Call me dumb. I don't care.
You're dumb.
You're dumb.
What's the difference between a stew and a soup?
Thicker.
Way thicker, way more like soup is liquid. Stew, you have like viscosity, you have like depth.
Yeah, but then,
Does it need a bowl?
Hold on a second, because then I
You
Or
can
think
could
put
you
gu- you
eat
could-
it on a
You
what's
could
a
eat it on a
chowder
plate.
then?
You could.
What's that? What's a chowder then?
A chowder's a soup.
But that's thicker.
A chowder's a
butternut
soup.
squash is a thicker consistency.
To
Broccoli
me-
cheddar is a thicker consistency.
To me, gumbo is gumbo. It's not a soup.
It's own
a
category.
stew. It's a stew, but it's gumbo.
And also it has a roux, so I feel like a lot of soups don't
So
have.
does broccoli cheddar.
Well, yeah, but it's not. No, but
cream-based soups have a
Soup
roux.
can be completely liquefied, or it can consist of other elements like meat and vegetables. There are fully submerged in the water, stock, or broth. Stew, meanwhile, is typically, quote, chunkier and contains just enough liquid to cover the main ingredients.
Yeah.
that's just, yeah. Gumbo is a stew.
Okay. If that's the by the
But
book
like,
definition,
I want to
guess.
draft a stew.
So I looked it
in
up.
my brain, it's soup.
Gumbo is a hearty stew. I asked, is gumbo soup? Does gumbo count as soup? Gumbo is a stew. Why is gumbo not soup? Gumbo is much denser than a simple soup.
That's as far as the roux goes. All I was saying with like gumbo, it's like a completely different roux than like a broccoli cheddar roux.
What's a roux?
It's just an equal parts flour and oil
Oh,
until
yeah,
you
okay.
make the. But for gumbo, you have to like work on it for like an hour.
So we count it or not? What's my vote? I'll turn my vote over to Megan.
Is gumbo a soup?
Yeah.
No.
So it should not be drafted.
I don't think
So
it could be
all
on the
stews
soup.
are out.
I think if we're drafting soup, it has to be soups.
Fair.
That sounds
You
fair.
don't get a
That's
can
very
of gumbo.
brave. That's a brave take.
That's a good point. You can't get a can of gumbo. I never thought about that.
I mean, you maybe can,
But
but I
like
wouldn't
broccoli
eat it.
cheddar,
I mean,
is
I wouldn't eat
like
canned
a
soup.
thicker thing than gumbo. It's just not as chunky.
No.
I'd say that with gumbo, the roux is very important, but it's the ingredients that are in it, and the roux serves to accentuate those ingredients. Okay, I don't want to unilaterally cancel gumbo as a soup.
I would have. I mean, if we looked up the definitions and there is a difference, I would have never not considered a gumbo a soup until I guess right now. But if I can't draft it, I can't draft it.
That's the easiest you've ever conceded.
Well, you also I want to get ahead of this.
I started talking about it. I don't know that I've had it at a handful of places that are New Orleans-based Chicago restaurants, and I don't know if they do New Orleans food well because I've never been there.
I got you.
But even like Chicago gumbo, I was like blown away. I loved it. Fucking loved it. It was delicious. And I'm like, this probably isn't even good.
I don't know. I feel like the Chicago to New Orleans historically is
There's a little bit, yeah.
There's
river.
some connection there.
There are.
And I want to get ahead of this because I'm sure somebody will dig up an old tweet of mine where I explicitly listed my favorite types of soup and put gumbo on there. I did that as a troll.
You did now? How convenient.
No, you can look it up, but I'm fucking with people that are going to get mad about me putting it there.
The fuck with the non-broth heads? You want
The
to weed
non,
them out?
exactly,
Yeah.
exactly. Anybody who retweeted that, I blocked them,
Okay.
Is that it?
thinning out the herd a little
Thank
bit.
you, Megan.
Absolutely.
All right, Dave. So what are you going to pivot to?
What am I going to pivot to? I mean, I can't even. I'll go with ramen.
That's a good pick.
And I've
You
only
get all the
recent-
ramens?
beef ramen.
Okay.
I mean, beef ramen. Call it.
Beef
That's what
ramen.
I've always gotten.
Oh, are you talking about the 25 cent stuff that you microwave?
No. I'm talking like there's a place in the West Loop. You've took me there once, and I've been a handful of times. I think it's West Loop. It's got like long strips of really rare beef in it.
Huh.
It was fucking delicious.
I've never had beef ramen before.
It's good.
I've
not-
had the cheap beef ramen and the.
Yeah, and
Right.
the seasoning
Cups.
packet.
Yeah, to me, when I think of ramen, I think of pork. ground pork, pork belly. Get the. I love the like soft boiled egg.
Yeah,
that comes
I
in
love
it.
that too.
I'm gonna have to try beef ramen.
And I like those noodles. What kind of noodles are those?
Ramen.
Those are ramen. Okay.
Yeah,
That's actually I never realized ramen was its like own
Squigglies.
category because I always thought it was just the shit you got at Aldi in the packets until I was an adult.
which is also good. I like cheap ramen.
Oh, yeah.
I love it. You can dress
We
it up
have
a little
cups
bit.
of it over there. Yeah.
No, but even when you had the brick, like the brick
Yeah.
of noodles, something about that brick is just.
That packet that's just like 100. It's like 150%
That was
sodium.
my stay-at-home meal.
It's so much salt that you put in there.
I didn't get the
fantastic,
homemade
though.
chicken noodle soup. I got the 2-minute ramen.
Breaking
Wow.
that
Cup
brick
noodles.
too, when it was just in the
Yeah.
bowl, was euphoric.
Yep.
You're up again, David.
I want to draft this one, but I don't know that I've ever had it. I just know it from something.
Don't do it.
I know. I'll go with minestrone.
Okay.
Lot going on.
I know what you're thinking too, and that's on my board.
Lot going on, but it's solid.
Yeah.
They cannot dump enough shit in this.
No, just put everything in it. And that's one of my favorite parts about soup. Like here and there, you can just dump a bunch
That-
of shit, broth.
That's
Sometimes
my
it's
favorite.
too much, though.
No.
Sometimes I think it's a little too much.
Too much into minestrone?
Yeah.
What do you want to take out?
I just want a little more broth. Like I want broth.
You can always
like,
add more broth.
Yeah, but I want broth to have a little bit more of a
honestly,
show.
I know this is like against minestrone, but I don't need the noodles.
I mean, that's a huge part of the.
I
yeah.
understand
Yeah,
that. But if,
no, I hear what
if
you're
I
saying.
was going to take anything out of the minestrone due to it being a lot, it would be the noodles.
What kind of noodles are traditionally minestrone?
They're
The
the
tilt
little-
ones?
yeah.
The little
Yeah.
SpaghettiOs,
Little guys,
right?
yeah.
tiny ones.
Hank's probably going to take SpaghettiOs with his next pick. This guy's
No.
palate over here. It's basically like doing a
minestrone
soup
is
draft
good,
with a 6-year-old.
I actually am a man of culture. I have a big palate. Unlike you, true definition of a fair weather soup fan. You think soup can only happen during a certain time of year.
I started this out by saying I eat soup all year round
But then how? Then every season? Why are you declaring soup season?
for the casuals.
Which you are. One
Okay,
of you are
all
the
right, all right.
leader of the casuals.
Okay, all right.
Anyway, me, man of culture, I truly embrace the year-round soup lifestyle. Therefore, and all soups don't have to be hot. The best soups can be cold. I'm going with gazpacho.
You're taking back-to-back tomato?
Yeah, it's gonna be a pretty red graphic there, Hank. He definitely did not think about that.
I don't know
till
what
he
to
said
say.
it.
I don't-
I know the Hank deer in the headlights look. he just flashed one of
You
those
just
real
took the
quick.
same soup 2 times in a row, basically. But one of them's just been refrigerated.
Hank, what's in gazpacho?
Tomato,
Yeah,
vegetables,
yeah. Like what? What's the vegetable that's in gazpacho?
peas, corn,
You reading this
cucumbers.
reading this online right now?
No.
Hank doesn't know. He just
It originated in the southern regions of the Iberian Peninsula and spread
Which is
into other
where?
areas.
What's the Iberian Peninsula?
Spain, Portugal.
all right.
Yeah.
that was right off the top of Hank's head right there.
Yeah.
He had all that information.
He knew it.
Hank's always talking about the
It's
Iberian
widely eaten
Peninsula.
in Spain and Portugal, particularly during hot summers, since it is refreshing and cold.
This fucking guy gazpachos.
It is good. Gazpacho is a good soup.
Great soup.
I'm not on board with cold soups.
Yeah, you're
I
casual.
don't think I've had it either.
I don't know that I've had it.
PFT, you're up.
All right, I'm going to go. How many more picks do I have?
You have 3.
You have three
More picks. Okay, I'm gonna go with what I had for lunch today. Actually, chicken pot pie soup.
It's awesome.
Love chicken pot pie soup. It's a little thicker than chicken noodle soup. You got the carrots, you got the peas, you got
It's almost a stew.
a creamy broth. Stop it, Chief. Stop.
Some people would say that
Then-
the consistency is it's very stew-like.
You get the bread crumbles on top that taste like chicken pot pie crust.
It is delicious.
It is good. And for some reason, I think when I have chicken noodle soup, to me the breast is always like kind of dry. It can be done better,
Yep.
obviously.
Use
but
chicken thighs.
Yeah.
yeah, you can use the same cut of chicken in a chicken noodle soup and put it in chicken pot pie soup, and for some reason, to me, it tastes way juicier in chicken
I
pot pie
think it's
soup.
because it's covered in that.
Yeah, it's just
Yeah.
slopped all
Yeah.
over.
Yeah, not stew, covered in the broth. That's
You're
what-
right.
that's
Oh,
what
the
you
broth.
meant to say.
Right. This is something that I loved so much when I was a kid. I would ask for this for my like birthday dinners from my mom.
Yeah.
Like a homemade chicken pot pie soup.
So good. That
Yeah.
wow, that's high praise.
Yeah. Marianne's was elite.
Chief's favorite meal in the
Yeah.
entire world.
Yeah.
And I got in the third round. Mm-hmm. Wow.
Well, you didn't.
Well,
draft,
he
you didn't draft
also
Marianne.
is known for being awful at snake drafting things.
No, I
Especially
I
food.
draft next
Well,
to
especially
children.
food.
I draft next to children, and then over time I get proven
children
right.
who are
If you guys did the same
more
drafts,
with the
and-
majority.
well, I don't. That's never bothered me before. It doesn't mean you're right.
I think it does.
No.
I think statistically, if you win a poll,
No,
it
that
means you're
doesn't
right.
mean you're right.
No, it doesn't.
I think it does.
But you want to
In the court of public opinion,
Hillary Clinton was she won. She had more votes than Donald Trump. Was she president?
that was a system in place.
You guys should do an
Not
electoral
the
college system instead of this popular vote bullshit.
How would we? I'm worth.
We'd
like,
have to understand how it worked first before we could do it.
Yeah.
Which might be
I'm
difficult.
California.
That'd be amazing if there was a way to get the regions
The
based on
votes, yeah.
like who won the international poll and everything. Who wins Canada? Chicken pot pie. I'm up. I guess it's kind of similar, but I think it's more the stuff that you want than what's in chicken pot pie. I'm going with baked potato.
Yeah.
Yeah, you get chunks of potato, you get the cheese, you get the bacon bits. It's good stuff.
It is. I was thinking chicken pot pie or loaded baked potato.
Yeah.
I went with chicken pot pie only because my previous pick was clam chowder. Loaded baked potato, kind of similar to that. But yeah, loaded baked potato soup is awesome. The
Yeah,
bacon
I'm like-
bits are so good.
So this is one of 3 soups I'll cook on my own, and I throw all of them in the crock. But I'll put just from the bacon. I'll just put a nice little pour of the bacon grease in it.
How much is a nice little pour?
Just like from the pan, just like zip.
Do you think it makes a big difference?
I have no idea, but bacon grease is like liquid gold to me, so I'm sure it does.
Do you keep it stored in a jar?
In the Folgers can, yeah.
Yeah. Classic.
That's good.
If I'm searing a steak or something, I won't. I'll use that.
Yeah, what about eggs? I like
Yep.
cooking eggs in
Oh, yeah.
bacon grease. It's
I
the
cook them in the
best.
same pan.
Yeah. Smart. You cook the bacon first, then the
Yeah.
eggs. Yep. Smart man, Dave.
I'm thrilled to get this in the 3rd round. I didn't think it'd be here.
It's a good pick.
Chief, you're up.
I'll do ramen as well. I'll do the shoyu ramen, which is typically you definitely have that egg. You have the pork. I get pork ramen more so. I love the bean sprouts that you can put in there too. I think that's the best ramen. That's the elite ramen. So I'll take that.
What was the name of it?
Shoyu, it's just pork.
How?
Pork ramen. I'm just putting stuff on.
Yeah, that's
All
fine.
right, pork ramen. I don't know the difference.
It's good.
Have you ever had ramen? Like from a restaurant?
No.
Like go to a ramen place?
Not really. Not
No?
really.
Okay.
No.
There's one down the street. Actually, I think I
there's a
went to
bunch around
with
here.
Maybe that's
you
what I
and
have when we're at,
KFC.
bro.
I don't know. Maybe like
You pointed directly in between me and
I don't
Hank.
think me, you, and KFC have gone to a meal together, unless I'm
I went.
blacked it out.
No, it was Feidelberg. It was me, Feidelberg, and KFC. There's a ramen place like across the street that him and I went to. It's good.
Listen, ramen's excellent. It
Yeah.
really is, and I love the mushrooms in ramen too.
Yep.
I'm not a big
I'm
mushroom,
not a mushroom guy at all,
but in
they
the ramen,
works in ramen.
yes.
Yep. That's like to me like that's like a great winter dinner too. There's a great one.
Ramen.
There's a great one on Ashland, by the way.
Did they do that individually too, or that just
Do what?
Pho? Like package it
Yeah.
differently?
Anytime you
They
get a
do?
delivery, they'll
do it separately.
In my experience.
You can have some dicey ramen that just actually runs directly through your body, like at the speed of gravity.
Yeah.
you eat it,
Yeah, that's
and
true.
then
It's just-
5 minutes later,
Yeah.
it's like peace. I'm out of here. But yeah, ramen's a very good pick.
All right, Chief, kick off the 4th round.
I'll do the one that I think Dave was gonna take, even though he's never had it. Is mulligatawny.
Yeah.
So it's
fun to
famous
say,
from
yeah.
it's from the
Soup
Soup
Nazi.
Nazi episode of Seinfeld, but it is awesome. I've been on a big Indian kick really since COVID, and a mulligatawny soup. It's like a chicken soup with usually has like an apple in it or something like that, like some kind of ingredient to sweeten it up a little bit. Mulligatawny is fucking awesome.
The name just makes it sound
Yeah,
like delicious.
It's fun to say.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is. It's very fun to say. Talk to me on entomology, PFT.
Mulligatawny?
Yeah.
I have no idea.
Yeah.
It sounds like it sounds half Irish, half Indian.
it is Indian.
Is it?
It's Indian. Yeah, I thought I
South
said that.
Indian.
Yeah, I've been on a big Indian food kick since COVID. I thought I said that, but yeah, it's an awesome soup. You would like it.
Oh, I know.
Yeah.
But to me, it looks very similar to cream chicken wild rice soup.
It is, but
And,
it will typically have an ingredient like a fruit ingredient that will sweeten it up.
Love that.
Yeah,
I'm in. Maybe I'll do that this week.
You know, I've never had mulligatawny.
really.
Same.
I'm gonna
I
have
don't
to
know
try
that
it.
I've ever even heard of mulligatawny other than that exact Seinfeld episode.
Can the soup guy call himself a soup guy if he never had mulligatawny?
You can always learn. You can always improve.
Yeah.
All right.
There's a lot of soups out
Listen,
there.
Peyton Manning didn't rush for a touchdown for most seasons. I think it was like his 5th or 6th year until he finally like did that naked bootleg and got in. Doesn't mean he wasn't an all-around quarterback guy, right?
I mean, he wasn't.
You're just insane. You're insane.
He's not, what do you mean?
I'm the Peyton Manning of soup, is what I'm saying.
Okay.
It's to me. Listen, hibachi steals the show, but I like the miso beforehand. A good miso. I like the spoon they give it to you too. Sometimes it's like a little exotic.
I think
You know?
miso stinks.
I think it kind of stinks.
I
too.
like it. I like it.
I think it's a wasted pick in a soup draft.
It's a totally wasted.
There's really nothing in it.
You basically just ordered tea.
But it's perfect for what you're about to eat. Like you don't want something heavy.
You
You're
had
about
hot
to
wa-
eat.
you had hot water.
You're about to get shrimp and fillet. Like you don't need.
You like
a
it
lot.
because of what's coming after.
Did you have some recently?
No, I mean I haven't been hibachi in a while.
Okay.
I know it was a setup. You
It was, yeah.
I fucking knew what you were doing.
Yeah.
You're
I was just testing.
They're like hell bent because we were supposed to go with Clem and Joey Langone, and they're like hell bent to try to get me to go before them and just to make me like the asshole that went without them.
Correct.
Yeah.
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 I like it. It's good strategy.
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't think miso. I would never order miso. I would get it if it was coming out and
If
I
it
had
was
like a
free.
great meal coming out,
Yeah.
and I got to smell all the smells of the meal that I was about. It's like if you're doing a sex draft and you took dry humping. That's kind of
I
what you
don't.
did.
I really didn't like the flavor though. I
That
think the
is the
flavor
best
You don't
analogy
like the
of-
flavor.
No, there is
Why
no
would
flavor.
I lie? Yes, there is. It's not
like-
water.
It's
It-
basically
Salt water.
it's tea.
It is pretty beefy, brothy. I think it's good.
Chief's right. It's tea.
Yeah.
It is not.
You drafted tea.
You guys are fucking disrespectful as fuck.
I'm not saying I would turn down miso before a meal. I
No
wouldn't.
one does.
I would
These fucking
enjoy it,
assholes acting like
but I
they would.
wouldn't
I
take it
like-
in a soup draft.
I like tea, but I wouldn't take tea in a soup draft.
It's not tea.
It's kind of fucking tea.
They have green tea ice cream after those. It's not tea. They would call it tea if it was tea.
It's just a different way of eating tea.
No.
What is miso made out of?
I mean, if it comes in a bowl, it's not tea.
Exactly.
So soup, if you put that same ingredient, the same thing, and poured
It was
it into
tea
a
they give it
mug,
to you in a cup.
Hank's a child. Don't listen.
you
to
never
him.
had a cup of soup?
No, but like a
Soups
cup.
come the two sizes that you can order. You want a cup or a bowl?
It's fucking
It
dash.
comes in cups all the
It's
time.
got dashy stock.
What's fermented soybeans?
But if you ordered tea, they wouldn't bring it out to you in the bowl they give you soup in.
But it's the properties. It's not. It doesn't have much of a stock to it. It's
Nope.
more water.
Now I'm thinking about caffeinated soup.
Yeah.
Now we're talking.
Yeah.
Now we're talking. It make like the Jaeger bomb of soup with some alcohol and some caffeine in it.
We should get you into like a real kitchen.
I would
Just-
love to.
Just experiment all day.
We should build a kitchen at
our
the
new
new office
office?
that we're going to open
Okay.
up, and then I can make my dreams come true.
In 2003, researchers at Japan's National Cancer Center suggest that eating 3 or more bowls of miso soup every day would lower the risk of breast cancer in women.
I'm sure I could find studies like that about everything. Did you just Google soup and cancer?
2020, miso soup had the effect of lowering blood pressure and heart rate.
Yeah, if you're eating thin soup
Now, do
for
that-
3 of your meals a day, you're probably not getting fat.
Do that same search with tea.
Nope. Don't want to do that. Don't need
There's
to do
no
that.
health benefits to black tea, Chief.
One of the 2 basic soups of Japanese cuisine. This is where I need the Japanese vote hard on Tuesday. Please come out to the polls. PFT.
All right. I'm going to go chicken tortilla soup.
Fuck you.
Love chicken tortilla soup. Very good. Get a little spice in there. Beans, corn, tortilla strips add a nice little crunch.
Has a little.
Put a couple slices of avocado in it too.
Another Panera soup.
It is a good Panera soup,
Yeah.
yeah. But I think
Yep.
it survives quite well outside the Panera universe.
Yeah, I've never made it myself, so I don't know. But it's a good soup.
Get
It's a
some
good soup.
peppers going.
Yep.
Yeah.
I like to load it with. I want to be sweating buckets after tortilla soup because of how spicy I like to make it.
I like a good spice.
All right, I'm
No
up.
little comments, Hank? No
it's-
comments
it's a
about
good
that?
soup. It's a good soup.
All right.
I'm unbiased. If you have a
Okay.
good pick, I'm not gonna degrade you for no reason.
All right.
I'm gonna go. I'm shocked I made it this far. My favorite food in the world, corn chowder.
Good pick. I think it's
That's
like
your favorite food in the world?
I love corn.
Really?
That kid kind of stole my swag with the "It's Corn" song,
Yeah.
but like, if there's one thing I've ever related to in my life, it's that song.
Yeah.
What's the top 3?
It has the juice. On the cob, chowder, and then like sweet corn with a bunch of other
Like
stuff
a
mixed in.
elotes?
Yeah. Elote's so good.
Elotes is awesome.
Supposedly Sox Park is like an amazing one. I don't know if you've been there yet, but
I don't like the corn on the cob with all the shit on it.
You like it off the...
I like it off the cob, but
I'm
with
with
all the
you.
shit.
I think that's esquites.
That-
I think
elotes.
elotes is when it's on the cob.
Yeah,
It is?
that's too
And then
much.
esquites.
I think you're
Elotes
right.
is
Is
off
off.
the cob.
No. So
Eh,
I was surprised to learn this, but so in Texas, in like every single grocery store parking lot, there's an elotes guy that pulls
Yeah,
up like
yeah.
an ice cream truck guy, but he's just selling corn, and then they put the butter, sometimes the mayonnaise, the chili powder, like lime salt, all that stuff on it, and it's elotes. And esquites is that exact same thing, except that's when they just cut it off the cob and put those same
They
ingredients
sell
on.
it as they cut it. They just slice it down the side, so you're getting like chunks of individual corn. It's at Sox Park. It's the best thing they sell there. I love it.
Yeah,
the line's
people-
always like down the block, but
people fucking love
They
it.
call it elotes, and
Yeah.
it's off the cob.
Yeah. I feel like a lot of restaurants, but he's right, per the internet.
Per the internet.
Yeah.
Shout
Per
out
the
the internet.
internet.
Yeah.
But yeah, actually, if you correct somebody on that, you're kind of an asshole. So sorry, I'm an asshole. But it's just me covering up for Hank making a good pick for once. So I'm proud of you, Hank.
Thank you.
It's like it's the JV version of clam chowder.
Different
Clam
sports.
chowder.
Different
Clam chowder,
sports.
but- well, they're all soup. They're all plain soup.
If you're putting a gun to my head, and
Different
saying you can
regions.
only have one chowder, are you taking corn? Or are you taking clam? I'm
No,
going
not
clam
even close to the same.
every day of the week.
It's clam, but it's not. In no world am I going to be in the mood for like corn or clam.
I'm not knocking the pick, Hank. It's a good pick for how late of a round that it's in.
Yeah, I know.
But just clam chowder's it's playing its own game.
Yeah, you got it in the second round.
Yeah.
White Sox Dave.
I know I'm gonna get shit on by at least two guys here, but I'm going with mushroom soup.
Not a mushroom guy.
Yeah.
Yep.
I love mushrooms, any form, except for the psychedelic version because I'm too physically fit to consume drugs.
I would love to see you on mushrooms.
I wouldn't.
Cream
be-
of mushroom?
Cream of mushroom soup, yeah. Mushroom soup.
I think cream of mushroom soup is an excellent ingredient. If you're making beef stroganoff,
Yeah.
and that's the sauce
all
that
it
you're
is.
using
It's
for
egg
it,
noodles and
yeah.
beef chunks and cream of mushroom soup.
I don't know that I would ever sit down and eat a bowl of cream of mushroom soup, though.
Well, you don't like mushrooms.
That's
Mushrooms are fucking one of my main food groups.
All right. You and Mario.
Why would we shit on you for that?
Well, I said two guys. They just said they didn't like mushrooms very much.
All right, you're up, Dave. Lead us off
Yeah,
the
like
fifth
I know
round.
who I'm voting for now.
That's fine.
Run out of the
You
tunnel.
got raccoon taste. I'll go with wonton soup. It's such a fucking childish pick because you're combining two things that I don't think should be combined, but at the same time, it's fucking delicious.
Yeah, it's good.
Any other comment? Wonton?
I don't know if I've ever had it. What is
It's just
it?
like dumpling soup.
Oh.
Yeah.
My knock against wonton soup is that I think that the wontons and the dumplings are better outside of the soup. It compromises the integrity of the dumpling.
I needed a soup.
Yeah, he ran out of soups.
I honestly I needed a soup.
I mean, you could just pick like any vegetable and
It's
just
not
be
better
like,
than miso.
roasted whatever. So
It absolutely is better than meat.
You know what's good? If you take
Miso.
wonton soup and you combine it with egg drop soup. You do a little combo.
I was thinking about egg drop soup is so fucking bad. I like it.
Yeah, it's good. I think it's a good soup. It's just basically like
Egg yolks and chicken broth and a shit ton of salt.
you're eating snot.
Yeah.
It kind of tastes, or it has a
that's
consistency
what
of
that is.
snot.
I've never had it.
Yeah, it's good.
It's
Yeah.
the exact consistency of snot.
Yeah.
Well, that's gross.
But
How
it
can
tastes,
it be good if it tastes like snot?
no,
it doesn't
the
taste
consistency is snot.
Well, how,
It's
well,
chicken broth and egg yolk and salt. But the combo works.
but does it cook the egg yolk?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like little white. It looks like little semen sprays.
You're really talking this up, Dave. Little semen sprays.
No, we're talking egg drop soup right now, not
Yeah.
my soup.
Yeah, wonton soup, decent. It's all right. I like wontons.
And on that note, I will be voting for myself. You can just take my vote now.
Hank, you're up.
I'm gonna go with. This might be controversial. Cinnamon Toast Crunch.
All right, very cute. Cute pick. Cereal is soup.
And Cinnamon Toast Crunch is the best cereal.
All right.
I'm vetoing.
There's a lot of passion for Cinnamon Toast Crunch on this side of the table. Can't just let you have that.
You could have taken it. Why? What do you mean? It sounds like
cereal.
jealousy. That's a jealousy veto.
I understand
Jealousy or not.
We wouldn't let gumbo get drafted.
Yeah.
But you're gonna
that's fair.
draft cereal.
That's a fair point.
Cereal is a soup.
It is. I know, but
It's
I'm vetoing
liquid.
it.
It's got some bread. I mean, how many? Is it one veto or does it have to be multiple?
I mean, there are a lot of cream-based soups too, so you can't even discount like the dairy angle.
And like Cinnamon Toast Crunch, like cinnamon. I know it's a seasoning, not a typical soup seasoning.
Well, you put
seasoning.
nutmeg.
I think Hank's out of soups too.
He might be.
I think he's out of soups.
Yeah, you got a soup, Hank?
No, I got
Name a
plenty of
soup.
soups. That's the best soup.
Name one soup.
that we haven't.
I
Drafted.
just did. I'm not. I don't want to name
He's out
another
of
soup
soups.
and have it be on my board.
He's out of soup.
He's out of soup.
Someone's out of soup. I might be
If you
taking back
guys
my vote.
are jealous haters and want to take it out on me that you weren't smart enough to pick Cinnamon Toast Crunch, I'll make another pick. But
I think
cereal's a
that's
soup.
completely and totally against the spirit of the draft.
I would agree with that.
what does that mean?
It's
You
against
tried
the
to pick fucking stew.
It's against the spirit of the draft.
A lot of people would have to at least think about it if gumbo's a soup.
He's
or
making
not.
you think about it right now, though.
If cereal's not a soup, what is it?
It's
Cereal.
It's a different category. It's its own thing.
It's like a hot dog. It's its own thing. Yeah.
Yes,
You're
is a
having-
hot
you're
dog a
having-
sandwich?
You're also having, in a soup draft. You're going 40% cold.
40%
Interesting.
cold.
Yeah, real soup heads know.
You got
yeah.
gazpacho too.
All right, fine. If I
40%
have
potato and
to,
40% cold.
According to Merriam-Webster, cereal does not meet. Which one, Merriam or Webster?
both of them.
Cereal doesn't meet the definition of soup.
All right, fine. I will skirt the chili allegations.
Wait, hold on. I know that I'm arguing against Hank right now. How does it not?
Because it doesn't contain pieces of solid food,
And you don't have to cook
bread,
it.
and it doesn't contain meat, fish, or vegetable stock.
Not
cinnamon,
Is it a vegetable?
pretty much.
He puts nutmeg in his.
I will go, since chili would not count, I will go as close to chili as I can get and go with taco soup.
Okay. Talk to me about taco soup.
You take meat, chicken broth. It's basically chili, but
You're
it's
describing chicken tortilla soup.
yeah.
that's chicken.
But
I'm talking about
you're
beef.
taking like ground beef.
Yeah.
Ground
Beef taco soup.
So would you just
Well, when you
taco
think
soup
tacos,
and-
do you think of fucking chicken? No,
Chicken tacos.
but you have to. If I say the word taco,
Yeah.
what meat do you think?
I feel like I have to answer a question. Like if we go next door, they're like, and you're like, give me tacos. They'll be like, do you want carnitas? Do you want?
Let's go to Taco Bell.
Pollo.
Can I get a soft taco, please? What are they giving you?
I've never been to Taco
they're
Bell.
gonna ask
That's
you?
disgusting. They're gonna ask
I
you
don't
what?
go to Taco Bell. They're gonna
Don't-
ask you what do you want, chicken or beef? Or
Don't-
ground-
They don't even sell
Or
chicken
pork.
tacos because it's fucking tacos.
Don't listen to Hank when it comes to Taco Bell stuff because he finished last on Mount Rushmore of Taco Bell menu
Oh,
items.
did you really?
Yeah.
Aren't you a Taco Bell heir or something?
Yeah. His family owns Taco Bell.
Oh, sorry about this slander.
No, I mean it's fine. None of you guys have been there, but tacos is ground beef. Therefore, taco soup is ground beef.
I'm with you that this is a different.
to say
thing.
that's the same thing as chicken tortilla is like.
I agree.
I've just never had taco soup.
I mean, obviously, you probably only had like 3 soups on this board.
Another swipe at the soup
I'm
man.
gonna have more of your coffee, Hank.
PFT, you're out.
Taco soup. Okay.
All right, this is my last pick, right?
Yep.
Okay. This is maybe my favorite soup in the entire world, and it's not going to be super popular. Maybe a lot of people don't know what it is, but again, I think I've made my stance clear. I'm drafting for me. I'm not drafting to pander. Real broth heads will understand what I'm doing here, trying to make some variety. Avgolemono soup, Greek chicken soup. It's
Say it
similar.
again.
Avgolemono, AVGOLEMONO. It's my favorite soup in the world. It's kind of like a chicken noodle soup, but it's got so much lemon flavor in it, and they mix lemon with egg yolk or egg whites or yolk. I think it might be the yolk. They mix eggs and lemon seasoning together. They incorporate that into the stock itself, so it's like a creamier stock. And it's got rice in there and delicious chicken and some dill seasoning sprinkled on it, and it is the perfect soup. It's definitely my favorite soup
lost
in the
me at
entire
dill.
world.
I'm not a big dill guy, but everything else sounds awesome.
It works.
Sounds very Mediterranean.
It works in
Yeah.
there. And
This
it
is
is
Greek as fuck, dude.
Yeah.
It's so Greek, and it's so good.
Let me look.
Greek lemon chicken soup.
AVGOLE.
Avgolemono.
Avgolemono.
Like it sound or like. It looks awesome.
I could eat it every meal.
This is your number one, huh?
That's my favorite soup in the world.
Honestly, this might be what I cook for fucking dinner tonight. This looks fucking phenomenal.
Give it a shot, and you put a ton of lemon juice in there too.
I've
So
been
it gives it
using like 5 lemons a week to cook meals with.
You're a man of culture, Dave.
Where do you get it at? Like where? Do
Any
you,
Greek place.
Yeah, and they'll all have it.
Any
There's
Greek
one
restaurant
not
should
far
have it.
from us.
Yeah,
I
would
want to
say-
try this.
I would say like 90% of Greek restaurants, they'll have this on the menu.
No shit.
Yeah.
Avgalamono.
Best kept secret in soup.
You got my attention.
You have my attention as well. This looks very fucking good.
People that have had it will be like, damn, PFT, what a steal. You just got Brock Purdy with Mr. Irrelevant.
Maybe, dude. To me, I'm gonna go with one off the beaten. It might be off the beaten path. I don't really know. I'm interested to see if you guys know this one. My favorite, I guess, breakfast place has this on Sundays as well. It's called Tomato Rosmarina.
Never had it.
Me neither.
It's tomato, but it's not the thick tomato. You know, it's got a little more brothy,
Okay.
and it's great.
It's like breakfast soup.
I mean, you know, if you're going for like noon or something, it's fine to have it.
Well, the autofill has tomato rosmarino avgolamono.
Oh.
That's the full name.
So-
I just know to say tomato rosmarina or cream of chicken rice.
It might
Family
be
Palace, Harwood Heights, Illinois.
it might be the Greek chicken soup just with an extra tomato boost to it.
Yeah, it's
a
you just
little-
drafted what he drafted instead of it was.
Well, that sounds
tomato
good.
based.
I-
It looks awesome.
That sounds awesome.
It looks
It's
fantastic.
really good.
And it uses orzo. I love orzo.
Yeah. Wait, what was his that he drafted?
You just
similar?
drafted his, but a different version. It looks like.
I say that counts though. That's good.
No,
That's a good
yeah.
pick.
I'm not.
Yeah.
I'm
Yeah,
just
it's
saying
got
that
like different kind of
Yeah.
noodles, and it's got carrots, it's got celery.
Yeah.
It's good. It's awesome.
served with this side. This looks fantastic as well.
It's lights out. That's why I don't really like tomato. It's like too thick and creamy. This is like the perfect
A little
flavor
lighter.
of tomato,
Yeah.
but lighter. Look into it, Dave. All right, Chief, Mr. Irrelevant.
I mean, it's
He just did the huff.
well, it's a light
just did
board
the huff.
now. It's a light. It's
I
a
know,
light board.
it is.
Slim pickings. There is a Tuscan white bean soup that's good. So if you have to like get spinach or kale with white beans, and then you just mash up.
I see two big boys still sitting there.
There's a couple names out
Yeah,
there.
there's
There's
Sure.
another
Sure.
one, but I couldn't draft it considering what I said at the start of the show.
Why not?
Because your shellfish thing.
No,
Is there another shelf?
Oh, chili. You're thinking chili.
Chilies. I thought we said chilies were off.
I'm not talking chili.
Okay. Well, this is kale. It's like a creamier base than a traditional chicken noodle. But you have chicken, you have some lemon, you have some beans. The beans thicken it up. It's good. But
Okay,
it's
one more time.
Tuscan white bean soup.
Tuscan white bean
Yeah.
soup.
It's good.
You had it?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah. I like Italian soups.
I like it. Yeah,
They do a
I
good
like,
job. Yeah.
yeah.
It's another one that
Do you just load it with Italians like oregano, that kind of shit?
potatoes are in there too. Like it's
I
like
mean, I'm in.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ooh, a lot of beans. Ooh, a lot of beans.
You don't like beans?
They're okay. They're okay.
I love beans in soup.
Beans can't sit in soup. That's the thing.
That's
okay.
that's the thickening agent in the soup.
The starch.
Oftentimes,
Yeah.
yeah.
Beans are fine.
I was talking about matzo ball soup.
I don't have a lot of matzah experience.
We're doing honorable mentions. Yeah, that was the heavy hitter. That's a heavy hitter on the board.
Yeah.
Beef barley,
Yeah,
That's a good one.
That's an easy one.
Even like lentil barley is good too.
beer cheese.
I'm very proud of.
Never had it.
It sounds awesome though. I saw it on
but
all
it's
the lists.
always like it always.
You've had it
I've had it.
in like the Dells or something.
It was a little sharp. Like,
It gets
I had it in
sharp.
Wisconsin.
It gets grainy sometimes too.
Yeah.
I like the beer cheese dip more than
Oh,
I
yeah.
like the
Yeah.
full soup out of it.
Left a lot to be desired to me.
She crab soup or crab bisque.
Crab biscuit's
Oh,
good.
There's another
Never
good
had
one. I had two different versions of Thai soups. The Tom Kha, which is the coconut Thai soup, and the Tom Yum, which is like the lemongrass Thai soup. Both strong soups. Let's see what else.
I love all the fall soups. Like if you give me a roasted carrot soup, acorn squash soup, anything that you're just gonna like blend down.
Gourds.
Yeah, all that. You can make a nice pumpkin soup. You just have to cook it and mash it and put it with some broth. It's delicious.
Yeah.
Italian wedding.
Oh yeah, that's
yeah,
a good
it's
one.
a big one.
We said Italian. We didn't even take
Yeah,
probably their most famous one. I guess.
most famous.
Stracciatella is a good Italian one too,
Yeah.
but I always just think of the gelato.
Yeah.
Stracciatella is it's spinach, right?
Yeah, it's spinach. It's got like very wilty
Yeah.
spinach pieces. Very good soup though.
Hank, you got any left? Honorable mention?
No, I ran out. Like,
Yeah,
I'm
you're all
very
souped
proud
out
of
4 picks
everybody
ago.
for not drafting split pea soup because it fucking stinks.
Uh,
It
For the
stinks.
olds, right?
Yeah,
It stinks.
it's the
olds.
color really. The color is tough.
It's like the color of baby poo.
Yeah, or baby food. Yeah, which is kind of the same thing.
Baby poo.
Yeah.
You got anything else, Chief PFT? That's it.
I like cauliflower soup too.
That I don't. That's one soup I don't like. I don't like cauliflower at all.
I love cauliflower.
All right, so I'll read
So
it.
you did that?
I got a couple other ones. I had a chicken wing soup one time, which was fantastic.
Really?
It was at Anchor Bar, the Buffalo Airport Anchor Bar serves a really good chicken wing soup. And then
What's
Wait,
in, like,
wait,
what's
yeah,
in there?
you got to
Get
give us
into it
more
a
than
little
that.
so the broth is a little bit thicker than your standard chicken noodle soup, but it's got also like Frank's Red Hot mixed into the broth, and it's kind of like a creamier broth. Then you have the wing meat pieces that are just kind of floating freeform in there. Then you got celery floating around. It's pretty good. It's pretty
That
good.
does sound. I like different variations of food when they try to cross over like that.
Yeah.
I went to Wing Fest a couple of years ago, and this place, I think it was Twisted Spoke. They had a wing that wasn't breaded. You dipped it into nacho cheese, and then there was breadcrumbs of crushed up nacho chips, and you just coated it and you just took a bite.
It sounds pretty good.
Dude, it was legit. I mean,
Yeah.
it's just chicken nachos.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
would eat
You
that.
know, it was really good.
I've had lasagna soup too, which is fantastic.
This just popped into my head. Day after Thanksgiving soup. Just fucking throw everything in a bowl with a bunch of chicken stock, crock pot or whatever. All the leftovers.
I think that's something you just invented.
No, you've never done that.
No, I'll make it into like a
turkey
big
noodle soup.
mash
It's basically what
of,
it
like, the
is.
potatoes
and I'm
and
not
everything.
putting like the mashed potatoes and
Yeah.
like
stuffing. You put stuffing in the soup.
yeah, you put a little stuffing in it as a little topper offer.
Do you know the number one beverage to pair with leftover Thanksgiving food, PFT?
Number one
Coors
beverage.
Per Frank the
Miller
Tank
Lite?
at New Jersey at NJ Tank 99.
I'm familiar with his work.
Yeah.
I'm putting myself in his head. Root beer.
Mountain Dew.
It is Martinelli's apple juice.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yes, he says there's no better combo with leftover Thanksgiving.
That's a
than-
man.
He did say that.
I trust him.
Yep.
Listen, the man
Yeah.
knows his drinks.
Yeah.
He does. And he knows his pairings. All right, I'm going to read this off. Then we'll vote off who had the worst draft. And then we'll get out of here.
All right.
White Sox Dave, broccoli cheddar, beef ramen, minestrone, cream of mushroom, wonton, Hank, French onion, tomato, gazpacho, corn chowder, taco, PFT pho, clam chowder, chicken pot pie, chicken tortilla, avgolamano. Did I say that right? Mm-hmm. Eddie, lobster bisque, cream of chicken rice, loaded baked potato, miso, tomato, rosmarina, Chief, chicken noodle, butternut squash, pork ramen, mulligatawny, Tuscan white bean. So you could write it on like your and like a
Notes
blank
app or-
text or your notes app or whatever. Let me know when you guys are good.
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 Why don't you start
PFT?
today, Ed?
I'll start today. I got Chief.
You would. You
Dave?
would.
I was a toss-up between three people, one being myself. I'm going with Hank.
All right. One vote Chief,
The
one vote
taco and
Hank.
the cinnamon toast crunch. That
That wasn't a pick.
I know, but you tried to slide it in there, and that took that into
Analyze
account.
them.
Holding grudges.
I took that into account.
Chief,
Okay.
what do we
But the
got?
taco soup.
You
I
tried
don't-
to slide fucking.
I'm going with White Sox Dave.
Okay.
Broccoli cheddar overrated, and then mushroom stinks.
PFT.
I wanted to put Hank. I did. But Hank's my boy. I'm gonna ride with him. I think the world deserves to see Hank's shitty picks. I want this to be exposed. Sunlight is the best disinfectant, right? So having everybody vote, like no one's gonna vote for Hank.
You realize though, you could really fuck things up right now if you went a certain route,
What do you mean?
because we could all have it one vote apiece. That's never been happened before in the.
I think it's happened before.
Yeah, it did.
Has
Well,
it?
that's not gonna happen because I took White Sox Dave.
All right, so 2 for White
I
Sox
don't like
Dave.
the mushroom soup. I don't like the wonton soup pick.
Yeah.
It was clear that you ran out of soups.
I very much did.
Yeah.
I had matzo ball soup, but then I was like, oh, I can't just fucking act like I've had it before because I just told them I've never met Jewish people.
I already told him that I'm a raging anti-Semite. Now I can't take matzo ball soup.
Hank, what do you got?
I also the trying to slip in an illegal soup there really
Duh,
really
fuck off.
swayed
That's
the vote
not-
for
that
me.
was-
So I'm going White Sox. Dave.
Why are you pointing at me?
Oh man.
Well, you were on my side a little bit. I wasn't trying to
the bacon
slide it
one.
in
No,
there.
no, yeah, no. You did. It's not a soup. Just like cinnamon toast crunch, right?
Cinnamon toast
you
crunch.
tried to slide that in there.
Yeah,
I know, but that one
You
against-
knew what you were
That's
doing.
like
I was.
You knew what you were doing
Tit for
too.
tat.
No, I didn't.
Google it. It says
That's
it's
what
a
we
stew.
did, and then I admitted it.
But that's, I mean, do your research, I guess.
Like stew and soup are so close together.
Should have. Well,
Gumbo's,
you
Gumbo's
too.
definitely closer to the spirit of this draft than
Correct.
Cinnamon
Yes.
Toast Crunches.
Yes.
I see the cereals and soup debate all the time. I've never seen the gumbo one.
I had to hold it against Dave when he took cream of mushroom because I don't think anyone actually eats cream of mushroom soup.
I don't
think
know
they,
that.
they cook with it.
I don't
had
think
it.
you eat it.
I've had it.
Do
I've
you
had
eat
it.
it?
I've had it out of the Campbell's can.
Yeah, but you've
That
had
you
it.
cook with it.
You've had it mixed with something else, and like a green bean casserole.
I delete the soups that or the anything that's been taken in any draft, and the only thing I had left was wonton soup, mushroom soup, and matzo ball soup. Those are my last 3 soups.
All right.
And I wasn't gonna, in good faith, draft split pea soup
Anything
because it
Jewish.
stinks.
It's a real shame that broccoli cheddar is not even going to be on the board.
I
People
know.
are going to be mad about that.
Dave, with 3 votes, you're off. Sorry.
See ya.
See ya.
Wasn't my best draft.
Honesty is nice. All right, Hank, PFT, thank you guys.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Appreciate
This
it.
was
Thank you everybody for listening. Thanks for watching. We'll be back tomorrow. We'll see you then.